Selamat datang and welcome to Intercontinental Jakarta Pondok Indah and Sugar and Spice Instagram Live. Power up your culinary skills with Chef Atilla and Ibu Dahlia. My name is Marlene. I will be your host this afternoon. So here I am. I'm at the studio kitchen. It's a show kitchen at the Intercontinental Jakarta Pondok Indah. And with me already we have a chef and also his lovely guest, which I will introduce to you in a moment. So we will show how they're going to make a simple meal, a nice one, very refreshing that you can cook at home, and also you can prepare, you can enjoy today, at weekends, or even later on during Ramadan, and also for your breakfasting. So allow me to introduce our culinary leader. We have our Chef Atilla here already. And next to Chef Atilla is his beautiful guest, Ibu Dahlia Sarjono, marketing consultant, fashionpreneur, and also social etiquette expert. Thank you, Ibu Dahlia.
Thank you
for joining us today. How are you, Chef?
I'm very good, thank you.
Thank you. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over this kitchen to Chef Atilla and Ibu Dahlia. The kitchen is yours.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone, and nice to have you all here with us today. We're going to prepare something that I think is suitable for everybody at home. It's going to cook. It is something a little bit more light, nothing really heavy, suitable for barbecues during summertime, maybe even nice gatherings with friends. We chose today to cook with Dahlia thyme, beef, and mango salad, which I think will be nice refreshing.
Sure.
Gives us a little bit spiciness, gives us a little bit sweetness. Normally you would have a mango salad with green mango, or very famous the papaya salad in Thailand. But I think that the spiciness, the beef, the sweetness of the mango goes very well. So we're going to try to make something nice that everybody of you can also enjoy at home, with all ingredients and tools that you mostly can't find already in house.
And it's also suitable for everyone.
Exactly. I think everybody likes Thai food, right? It is light, it is refreshing, with a little bit of chili and coriander inside. So I think it goes very well for most of the people in this room.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. To get you ready for the
Okay.
cooking, we have a little apron for you as well. So that you don't get this one.
Alright, thank you.
Here you go.
It's my honor.
All right, shall we start? So we will need, at first, of course, if it's a Thai beef salad, we will need some nice beef. So here we have, we chose for this occasion today a beautiful ribeye. Ribeye is a beef cut where you have a little bit more marble, a little bit more fat in it. That gives you also a little bit more flavor after caramelizing it, either on the grill or in the pan. Depends on what you have at home and what you choose. However, you can also choose tenderloin. You can choose sirloin steak. You can even do it with topside or round. This is totally up to you and to your preference. But for us today, it's a nice ribeye. So what we're going to do is we're going to marinate that ribeye before we actually caramelize that in the pan. So for that, we will need some marination. And I'm going to show you what I like to do also at home. I think nobody likes to clean dishes, right? So when we have a barbecue party, in my case, it was always my problem that I made a big mess in the kitchen, and after that, I got into trouble with cleaning up. And
You can buy at home? Yeah.
sometimes yes,
Sometimes
no.
yes.
So I have to make sure that I am as efficient as possible. And for that, what I like to do, in the supermarkets you can get the Ziploc bags, for example. You can use those.
So you slice it according to your liking?
Correct, I make a marination.
Yes.
Put that inside, and then put, for example, the beef into the bag, marinate it inside. It can be with the Ziplocs. This one is just a vacuum bag now. With the Ziplocs, you can tie it up, and you can actually put it flat in your refrigerators. And if you have more than one item, you can stack them on top of each other. And after your barbecue is done, just take this, dispose it.
So now, how how many kilos of
But
beef you would like to make?
so this beef, one slice is about 250 grams. I think for today, I think if you make 2 or 3
I don't keep you. Okay.
I'm sure there's some close.
Yeah, alright, okay.
So for the marination, we would need some nice fresh garlic, which we will chop finely. We will have some lime juice, some chabe, small chili.
Okay.
Then we're going to use.
You like pedas?
Absolutely.
Oh, right.
Absolutely. I am maybe German on passport, but I am Hungarian in blood and already in
And the
here.
pedas is already, the tongue is already here. Yeah.
Correct,
Okay,
correct.
good.
We're going to have some lemongrass to give a little bit freshness. And when we use coriander, yes, there's a lot of this nice fresh leaves, but
Chop
most,
it, yeah.
correct. Most of the taste actually is in the stem. So from coriander, don't throw away the stem. Don't throw it away. So
This is the trick.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
If you go to Thailand, mostly Thai chefs, they will tell you most of the taste of the coriander is in the stem. So they don't. All right, let's get started with the marination.
Okay. So what shall I do first? I will follow you, yeah?
Okay, you can squeeze in, slice the lime like this, and then just squeeze the lime into that bowl.
Okay.
And I'm gonna chop the garlic in the meantime. So we have nothing prepared in advance, we're cooking fresh.
Yay! Yeah, everything is according to their liking. So that I should learn, Darlene, because maybe one day I will chop my fingers off.
It's actually it's very important that when we are cutting at home, if you know the right techniques and all that, cutting is safe. You can also look at the camera while you're doing it, because you are feeding the knife where it's supposed to be. And
It's like you can do it when you're feeling it.
yes, after a while, do I encourage anyone to do it at home? No, I don't. There's a disclaimer.
Yeah, it's a disclaimer. It takes years also for you to learn that, right?
Yes. And along the way, of course, there might be accidents here and there. And you're going to learn from my experience. Then the garlic, we're going to chop it nice and fine. If you are cooking the steaks into the marination, for now, we can do it like quickly 10, 15, 20 minutes until we prepare the other items. However, I would recommend you should do it maybe an hour or so earlier, so that the flavors and the taste goes a little bit into the beef. If you are using now on the beef lime juice and all this,
Is the lime juice, two is enough or more? Because we have like 4 beef.
yeah, we can put a little bit more. If you have the lime like this fresh, roll it first on the cutting board, so you are actually
Another trick.
squeezing all the flesh inside, and the juice comes out easier because you're destroying the cells. And when you're cutting it, then it is much easier to squeeze outside.
Yeah.
Just like this. Very, very easy. Okay.
My job is easy.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, this Thai beef salad, you can. Yeah. Is it okay with me? Yeah. You can eat it like as salad, but it's also you can eat it as main course, right?
Yes, correct. You can have it as an appetizer. You can eat it on its own. So there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, or as a side dish.
Absolutely, absolutely. It fits perfectly together with many items as a barbecue. It fits very nicely together with as an appetizer. If you have maybe different courses afterwards where you maybe want to mix some cultures. dish like this, then you go a little bit like Indonesian, etc. And you just want to add in as a, like you said, side dish. You have a selection of barbecues, and you have this. Perfect.
Oriental mixed with European or American, right?
Correct. Correct. The lemongrass, for example, you can just take the lemongrass, hit it a little bit, that you flatten it up, and so also all the flavors are released inside. You can just add that in like this. The coriander, you can take the coriander and chop it very finely. I will this time not do it for the simple reason that when I chop it finely, I put it inside, and then after that, I sear it in the pan. The coriander probably might burn. So I'm gonna just squeeze it also like this to release the flavors. I can see already the juices are coming out. I'm gonna add that in as well like that, and then I can remove this later from the meat.
So I mix this up?
Give a little bit more freshness to it, kaffir lime leaves. Just also squeeze them up a little bit, put them inside. Chili, chop it up.
So actually, is it better you chop it like that or you chop it?
Well,
Depending on your own.
it depends what you do with it. I always felt like, for example, if I do this now for a barbecue, then it's like open flame. Sometimes certain things they start burning, and then your meat will burn and all this. So I try to avoid it. And I want to give the flavor to the product, but I don't want to burn anything around it, so I can remove it from it.
First, and you put it on top of the grilled meat afterwards, yeah?
Correct. It's like when. So now, for example, we have a little bit fish sauce, since it's a Thai dish.
Yeah. Always
In
this
Thailand.
signature, yeah?
Correct. This is the salt in Thailand. That's the fish sauce that we have. Yeah. We're gonna put maybe 2-3 tablespoons inside. That's our salt. Then we're gonna have brown sugar. Brown sugar, you can use either the brown sugar like this. You can use the nice palm sugar like that.
Oh,
It's
that's
also very,
Indonesian, it's Japanese.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
it's a very nice caramelized taste from it. If you don't want to have, let's say, the working out chocolate or the salt,
Yeah.
what you can also do is you can already make like a little sugar syrup. Correct. That one, which we prepared now already. You can put a little bit sugar inside.
Oh, wow. So it's all the this inside is like a mixture of
Correct.
spices.
Yeah, no. Sweet, sour,
Sweet,
spiciness,
Yeah.
saltiness, it's all in there.
Yeah, and the part of sugariness.
Correct, correct. So, what we want to do now, you can set the steaks, put them in there. Our steaks are a little bit marinated with this, while we are preparing now the other ingredients, like the dressing and the salad itself. We can let it marinate. After that, we're going to remove the stalks and the leaves and all this, and then we're going to sear it on
pan. So is it better when you marinate, is it better you marinate like in a room temperature, or you put it back in the fridge?
Okay, for meat, especially for steaks, it is always better if you take it out from the refrigerator and you leave your steak outside so it gets into room temperature. Because when it's cold and then you put it in the pan, there's too much of a temperature discrepancy and your result will be different. If you want to have like a really nice medium steak, take it outside, just press it out a little bit. Correct. If, of course, if you do know something, you marinate other parts and keep it in the fridge a little bit. Just take it out earlier before you grill it.
Before we grill it, yeah.
So, then,
Sounds like
there's a beautiful bell in the background.
it's like jingle bell.
Okay, so now what we can prepare is actually the salad dressing
The salad
first.
dressing.
Yeah. We cut the salad ingredients.
Right.
Here we have a nice bowl.
Like I told you before, this is one of my favorite salad because there's no oil and not too much oil and not too creamy.
Correct. It's like if in Thai dishes, I always felt like when you eat Thai salads, when you eat Thai curries, even though you might eat a lot, if you like, you are after 1 hour, you're ready to enjoy another food. Where sometimes, for example, beef rendang is sometimes very heavy, and it sits in your stomach maybe for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Where Thai curry is a little bit
different,
like,
yeah.
especially salad. Right.
Here, if a dish, then you have to eat with rice, then it's like full in the stomach, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. Okay.
So for the dressing, it smells already good, doesn't it?
It is.
You can smell a little bit the fish sauce,
Yeah,
but
look at this.
it will go away after.
Yeah. See, this is the beef and all the spices,
Coriander,
the coriander,
chili, garlic,
chili, garlic,
all there.
ginger. No, not ginger. What is it?
The coriander.
Coriander.
Yes. And the lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
By the way, mentioning ginger, if you like, you can. This is. You don't necessarily have to follow a recipe directly. You can do it as you wish. If you want to put some more
Yeah.
ginger inside, just chop some ginger,
And put it-
press it a little bit, put it inside. Totally up to you. Cooking is about fun. It's about enjoying it, about passion, about what you want to put inside.
About taste also.
Recipes, take them as guidelines. They are not the law, so it is all up to us, right? Then for the dressing, again,
Yes.
you need a little bit brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
A little bit of syrup. Then the lime juice.
This is actually also is like a feeling, right? How much you pour into the dressing.
It's feeling it, it's tasting it later, and then just fish sauce.
Always. This is spicy. Like this.
Usually in the kitchen, where you have to follow recipes is the pastry. The pastry requires
Yeah.
very specific.
Pastry has to be exact, because otherwise it will be what we call it butter. Yeah.
Correct. Then again we have some garlic.
So actually even the raw garlic is nice also, right? Because this one it goes to be it goes on the pan, and with this one it's going to be raw. Yeah. It's going to be a bit
Yes, the garlic gives you a little bit the heat, right? And of course there will be also some chilies inside to give a little bit more spiciness again.
So chef actually home.
Yeah.
Who cook? You or your wife?
Both. I have to say, when
I mean, it is nice to have a husband chef, right? Because every day you have you don't have to think about what are you going to cook today.
I am not a chef who hates to cook at home. I really actually enjoy it, and we are sharing actually.
Okay.
So, because I get sometimes bored with my food, sometimes she gets bored with her food, so we are supplying each other, right?
Okay, good, good. So
Then,
teamwork, yeah?
exactly.
Mm.
Then, lemongrass again.
Lemongrass again, I love
Careful
lemongrass.
if you do that with the knife, make sure you touch the knife not on the blade.
Okay.
There is something different, maybe you
With
have
this.
probably at home,
Yeah.
you have this.
Ulakan, we call it.
Ulakan.
Ulak.
Ulakan.
Ulakan.
Then
Ulakan, yeah.
that a little bit.
You actually can drink it also, right? The lemongrass with tea, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then
Oh, okay. So you ulak first, and then you chop it.
you can actually, if you
you
lemongrass, if it's big, it's straining, right?
yeah.
But if you cut it very very fine, you won't even notice.
Sometimes a bit bitter. So,
Yeah, you need to use the right parts of it. So use only the right parts, and that one will go into the dressing.
So actually, the lemongrass, you use the whole one, the green one, or also the bottom one? The best one, which one?
If I have, for example, the lemongrass now,
That one.
like this. If, for example, I cook a lemongrass soup or a stock for want to flavor it, I use the whole thing
The whole
because
thing.
I don't want to throw this away, and there's still some flavor inside. The best part, of course, is the lower
The
part.
bottom.
This one I use mostly, but sometimes if I just want to cook a stock, because for example I want to cook a tom yum goong afterwards, I still use that before I get rid of it. Right? That's still nice.
And it's actually it's easy also to plant it.
Lemongrass grows very easy.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Then what do we put? Small red chili,
Okay.
chili rabbit. Yeah.
Wow, this is like the Thai chabe. Chabe greeting, is it? Or not? This orange chabe is actually more powerful than the
Is it?
red one. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Okay.
That's right. Then we have black pepper.
So you don't need to put salt here because you have a fish
Yeah,
sauce.
the
and
fish
it's
sauce already.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's already salty.
And then what you can do now, because it is the dressing, now you can use actually also
The stem again?
coriander stem. This one's. You can
You
also,
just sprinkle.
yeah, you cut them very fine. And then you put that also into the dressing. And then later on, when we mix the salad, we're going to put the coriander leaves into it. So you have all the flavor and you use all the product without throwing anything away. That's nice.
Now you turn.
Let's mix it a little bit.
You can do it. This one is easier.
You also
No.
have to try it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is
So we have no idea how this actually tastes yet.
You don't like this, but it's just like
This one just needs to mix.
Just to
There's,
mix it.
now the purpose is just
mix it
to mix it around.
Yeah.
If, for example, like what, like a hollandaise, for example,
Yeah.
right? Then the purpose is to get air into the egg.
Yeah.
Then you go like egg. Yep. Right. Let's see what we cook on. Is it something with it? No?
Nice. Nice because yeah, I mean, I think because we don't use the sugar, the white sugar, so this taste is different.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you, the white sugar is just sweet, but if you're using brown sugar or palm sugar, it gives you really this caramel taste.
Yeah.
You can see it or taste it. For example, if you have a white rum, if you have a really nice dark rum, you have also a caramel taste in it, and it's a different experience. It's the same with the sugar. It's really nice.
That's another tip for you guys.
And we have it. It's local, right?
Yeah. And gula jawa is everywhere. You can
Exactly.
Even actually this Thai beef salad you can find all the ingredients wherever you are, right?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. In Europe, for example, when we try to find this kind of ingredients, sometimes it is a challenge. And for brown sugar or for palm sugar, you pay actually extra because it's important.
Yeah.
Sea salt from Bali is very expensive in Germany, for example.
Oh,
And we have it here. This is our product in Indonesia. It's cheap.
crystallized sea salt.
Exactly.
That one?
Beautiful sea salt from Bali. They produce it,
Is
for
that
example.
in Germany?
It is.
I can export them.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, is there any question from the audience in there?
Not
So,
yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I think they're also enjoying the way we cook it today. Okay. What else?
Do we have anyone watching?
We have, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do now? Now we're going to prepare the items for the salad a little bit. For that, we're going to use some cucumber.
Cucumber.
Gives a little bit freshness and crunch. Red onions. They have a little bit more sweetness compared to the white one, and also very nice crunchy.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, you can choose either the large tomatoes, but you can also use like small little cherry tomatoes. That is totally up to you. Chilies, they are not that spicy, the large ones, right?
Yeah.
We're going to cut them in nice little stripes.
Yeah.
We call them julienne. Going to have some carrot also with it.
Yeah, so everything is fresh.
Correct.
Yeah.
Spring onions.
Spring onions.
Then, as an underliner, we're going to use a Roman lettuce.
Yeah.
Very nice. One of my favorite lettuce, actually. And then we're going to mix everything together.
Yeah. And don't forget the cashew nut. That's later. Is
The
it?
cashew nuts and the rice comes then later.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Nice. Also.
You can
You
steer
can start there.
the steaks first, and then we're going to get on the salad. All right.
Okay.
Let's have the pan hot first.
I used to see that chef always do the stick with the pen, right? But now you have
The gloves. If a tip, if you are using gloves and you have an induction or electric grill, it's fine. If you are having, and most or a lot of people have at home a gas stove, I mean, I don't know how many people will use gloves at home anyways,
No, at
but
home, maybe not.
be careful.
Yeah.
If you have a gas stove and you're using gloves or you're using a barbecue grill, open fire
Yeah, it can be
can
sticky.
make the gloves permanent.
Yeah, permanent into your hand,
Yes.
into your fingers.
We don't want that.
No.
We like our fingers how they are.
Yeah. Ibu, why you have those corns away? Okay, we don't use corn anyway, so
No,
yeah.
we don't.
We don't.
Not today.
Not today. Okay.
So let us get the pan nice and hot. So also when you, again, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, if you're marinating any products, meats, beef, sometimes chicken, if you are marinating something with yogurt, if you are putting sugar inside, if you are putting anything that burns quick, like herbs and all this, be careful because it burns quicker, and so if something is too hot, then it can ruin your product, and you don't want that because then all your work
and also ruin the taste of it. Yeah. So if we grill it on charcoal, it's even nicer, right?
It's beautiful, exactly.
Yeah.
I would actually suggest do things like this on a charcoal grill. You can use charcoal. When we barbecue satay, we are using the coconut shells. They give a wonderful flavor. If you have any special wood, I don't use charcoal, I actually use wood at home, and that gives you a wonderful flavor actually. And the smoke will go into your meat, and then when you're eating it, it's what makes barbecue really, right?
It's true, and nice. It's like you're inviting your neighbor right away.
Yes.
Because they smell it from your, from your garden, they get excited too. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So this is probably not yet.
You can put some little oil?
Yes.
Yeah. So are you using vegetable oil or using olive oil?
For this one, I use no vegetable oil. You can, normally for any Asian dishes, I don't use olive oil really. But what I like to use actually is coconut oil. Especially now we have a little bit trouble about palm oil in Indonesia. Coconut oil is available.
It is available.
It is actually healthy, and it is beautiful to cook with it. I prefer a special brand from it, but I don't want to mention that.
Of course. Yeah, coconut oil is good for everything. I mean, even nice. For your hair, for your
stuff. Yes, you can make a facial treatment and
for the making soap also.
Correct, correct.
Okay. So you actually also leave the fat in it, yeah?
Yep.
Make it more flavor, yeah?
Yes.
Give it more flavor.
So there's for example, when you're in culinary school and all this, there's always that saying, fat is flavor, right? And it really gives you the flavor. And that's why in sauces and all that, in the Western cuisine, they're adding a little bit butter inside to give a little bit flavor. So there's a lot of things.
Well, in here also actually in Japanese make the soup. We do have that, and we call it kakalan. Okay. Yeah, actually the leftover of the the fat and everything, you just dump it into your soup bowl. Give it a flavor on the soup, right? On the broth. Smells good already, right? So actually, what makes it different? You're from Germany, right? When you come down here in Indonesia, are you also? I think there you often do like a barbecuing in summertime with your neighbors, right, and family. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Do you miss that in here, or you do that also in here?
Not in Jakarta, because there's not much garden areas and all that available here. But for example in Bali, absolutely. Whenever we have time, we have a little gudang where we have a lot of firewood. Then we go chop it up, get the barbecue ready, get all the food items ready what we want, and we do that.
You have to speak louder, I guess, because people don't hear
the beef. The beef.
The beef.
Loud.
Yeah. Okay. So the beef also it depends on how you like it, right?
Correct. So now
Whether
you can.
well done or
Yeah.
you know,
We
rare.
prefer it a little bit medium today.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to have it well done?
No, I love rare.
Okay, good. So, like Dahlia says, cook it to your preference. If you want it well done, cook it well done.
Yeah.
If you want to have it medium rare, whatever you like, just do it as you like.
Okay.
There is no right or wrong. It is all about what you like, what you enjoy.
So for this side dish salad, is it better like that? You pan-seared it like the whole slice like that, or you slice it thinly and pan it?
Well, you can do that.
But it's
Actually,
different, yeah. Different
traditionally it is made like this. Traditionally it is sliced, and then
Oh, that's even traditionally.
traditionally
Oh, I see.
sliced, then it's marinated, and then it's quickly pan-seared, and then it's mixed together all with the salad. If you have like a beautiful beef cut, it is actually nicer to grill it whole, and then you slice it thinly
Yeah,
down,
then you can
and you
see
put it on the.
the rose color of the beef. So do you often also do like a potluck kind of party, things like that?
Yes, yes. You mean at home?
At home, yeah.
Yes. I like to invite friends. I like to enjoy time with them. Fortunately or unfortunately, most of them are chefs.
Oh,
So
you can exchange over a nice food, then
yeah.
next time you should invite me.
Problem
Right,
is,
Ibu Dahlia?
problem is if you invite them, they are all lazy to do anything with cooking, and they have high expectations. So
Ah,
they
yeah.
have to be careful.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, that's also when you in the social etiquette is also like that. You know, when you invited somebody that is you know, you have to know what they like. I mean, you have to know what they are normally doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So now with meat, if you're cooking steaks or if you're cooking any beef, what happens if you put something on heat? All the blood, all the juice will travel into the middle. What you want to do is you want to give it a rest for 5-6 minutes. Don't put it in the cold area, but put it somewhere where it's a little bit warmish. Lucky we in Indonesia, normally it's always warm, especially outside.
There is a question.
Yes, please.
They want to know how many minutes for each level of cooking for the meat. For example, like rare, medium, and well done. So
Okay.
that's a question that came out.
So basically, if it depends on the thickness of your steak as well. But usually, if you have like a 200-gram steak, you can say like 1.5–2 minutes per side, and for medium. If you want to have it well done, you really just leave it a little bit longer. It depends also. For example, we are feeling the beef, for example. That's what I did with my fingers. There's timings for it, but it depends also which brand of meat sometimes you use.
Yeah.
Sometimes a ribeye from this supplier or this brand is different than the other one. Then you have one which is lean, the other one is a Wagyu. The Wagyu has more fat in it. It feels different, it performs different. A tenderloin feels different than a ribeye, feels different than a sirloin, for example. It's really about the feeling. But 1.5–2 minutes per side, start with it, and then see how it is. Normally, we always say like, when you touch this part, this would be rare, and don't push it, just bring the fingers together, don't put pressure on it. This is how it's rare. Then it goes closer to medium, medium well, and well done, then it becomes hard. This is how your steak would feel.
You mean touching the...
Right,
the,
if
the
you touch this now, it would feel like...
Yeah, the hard ones are, yeah.
Right.
Hard or soft, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a ribeye, for example, if it's medium, it feels a little bit harder than when a tenderloin is medium. So you would think sometimes the tenderloin is not cooked yet, and you still continue cooking it, and you think, oh, now it's ready. You take it out, and then you cut it later, but then you end up it's already well done. And you're like, oh, no.
Oh, okay.
And they're disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to know in between the sirloin, tenderloin, ribeye, and wagyu. Right. Yeah.
And the thing is also a lot of people, and it goes for not just beef, but also like, for example, chicken or tenderloin is a very tall steak if you cut that, right? Ribeye, sirloin, they're mostly like this, like finger thick. Tenderloin, a good one, is like really nice and high. So you just sear it, give it color, make sure that all the meat is seared, and then you don't continue on the stove, but you put it actually in the oven, because then you have the heat from all the sides coming in and cooks your steak more evenly. And for example, the chicken breast, if you grill the chicken breast on the skin side, make the skin crispy, then you turn it around, and if you would now finish the chicken breast on that side, if you wait until it's cooked properly, then the lower part will get crispy, dry, and it's like wood almost. And that is really not enjoyable. So it's much nicer, you cook the chicken breast on the skin, turn it around, sear it, and you put it in the oven. And then when it's done, you take it out, and it's beautiful juicy. Okay.
But sometimes you have like a thermometer or something?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
So with the thermometers, you can also go inside and check the doneness of the meat. For example, what worked for us very well, if you have a big party and you want to cook an entire whole tenderloin, you would sear it, you would put it in the oven, and then you would put the thermometer in the middle, and you see how the temperature is. And especially if you want to keep it for a little bit longer, for me it worked always 49 degrees for medium, and actually it goes, you can play until 52, 53 degrees, and it's beautiful pink inside from side to side. Where if you like medium rare, you will never achieve the temperature of 63 degrees plus, right? But yeah.
Okay. Any more questions? Interesting. Yeah. Good.
Okay. Let's do the salad.
Yeah. Let's do the salad.
Okay. So basically, what we do, we take onion.
Half onion.
Yeah. You can make sure the root is a little bit gone. Here it's a little bit on. Cut it off. And then you just cut this onion not like that, but like this lengthwise.
Can we use this? Actually?
The green part? No.
No. Okay. Okay.
Careful, your fingers.
Yeah. Is it this length, right?
Yep.
So just now I already learned from him, but it's not. It's not easy.
If you also want to cut something like a carrot or a cucumber or whatever product that you have, and you put it on the cutting board, obviously if it's round and you want to cut, it will roll, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want suddenly when you want to cut that your finger is actually rolling under your blade into the knife, and then cooking is finished. So make sure that before you do the cut this one flat first like this, and then you can put that on the cutting board. So that's a little bit more safe, and then you can actually slice also more accurately, and you get nicer products. Okay, then you don't have to, like for salads and all this, you don't have to cut everything too thin, too fine, because the beauty of it is also it gives you a little bit crunch. I have before tried to cook one Indonesian dish in a little bit more fine dining style, and I tried to cut everything small and make this nice and here and there.
It's not like that, yeah?
The result was completely different. The entire experience was different.
Okay, sir. Is it
Wonderful.
Wonderful?
Wonderful.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, and what else?
So then cucumber, same.
Same.
Yeah, cucumber, you can just the core in the middle, right?
You know, in here, we want to cut cucumbers. You know, you cut the bottom part,
Yep.
and you wrap it like that to ease away the getah, how you call it, getah, yeah,
Bitterness.
Yeah, the bitterness.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that also like that with you, with all the things?
What we say is the cucumber, the bitterness is on one side. So when you peel it, you never peel it from the side where the bitterness is inside with our vegetable peeler.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you do it actually the other way around, that the bitterness is down here and then you're peeling it like that. Yeah.
Not only the bitterness, but the, you know, the white things, the yeah.
Yeah. So just with the skin. So yeah. No.
That's it. Oh, so now,
and then just cut it into sticks.
you can have a quite thicker one, yeah?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Huh? Just because
You're right. You told me just now that we better use the blue one because if you cut it, then you can see it. Now it's the blue.
So that's the reason why in many kitchens we use actually color gloves.
Yeah, colored gloves rather than the white one, yeah.
Because white gloves, it's very hard to spot them in food if they go inside. Blue ones or sometimes black ones are also used, but mostly blue ones in that particular reason. That if it goes into your food, you find it and you can take it out and see it. Yeah. So the
But you can see my
as long as the nails and the fingers are okay, everything is fine. For also the spring onions, careful. Normally the greener part is more bitter. The whiter part is a little bit better to eat, especially raw. So what you just want to do is just to slice them also like this. Give it a little bit, don't have to be too small, gives it also a little bit crunch for the salad, so when you are eating the salad, you actually have something nice.
Sure.
Okay.
We are close into the last part of our session today. Everybody, I think, is happy because now we have like an idea of you know what to cook, an easy one, an easy salad, but it also can be everyone, especially the girls, the women who like to go on diet. This is actually it's a nice choice. Nice choice, yeah. Full of vitamins,
Yes.
nutritious also, right? Because
And
we have
the thing is also, if you eat something like this, most of the ladies, they like to wear a nice dress, right? So some of the ladies, when they eat when they wear a nice dress, and then they want to go out with the other girls or with their boyfriend or whatever it might be, they are worried to eat too much because the dress doesn't look that good anymore.
Yeah.
With food like this, something light, you fill up your stomach, you have enough energy, and it doesn't sit in your tummy for hours, and it doesn't fill you up that much. So it is actually a very, very nice choice if
Yeah.
you have a night out.
And in the afternoon or close to like 7 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock, you can still have coffee and a bit of, a bit of cake, right?
Exactly.
I think now it's plating. Are we going to plate?
Yes, almost.
Almost. Okay.
Almost done.
Almost done.
So, this one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just quick the stripes. And done. One ingredient we did not cut yet, which is our mango.
Oh, yeah. Mango. That's a little bit after because it's slippery. It's a bit slippery, but that one is it harum manis?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
So it's nice.
One of the nicest mangoes actually in Indonesia
Yeah.
is the manga harum manis.
Yeah.
Very nice and sweet. And if you're actually going to a supermarket and, for example, sometimes people say, oh, this one looks so beautiful, this one looks a little bit jalek, right? But
But it's like
actually,
in the kulit only, right? In the skin only.
it's only the skin, because actually if you are touching it, it's beautiful right inside. It's ripened. Sometimes the green ones are rock hard, like this one is. It's not done yet. This is good for a green mango salad, but if you want to have a nice yellow one,
Yeah.
you can choose this.
Okay.
So now we are actually ready to put all these things inside. All the salad, tomatoes, carrots, cucumbers, yes.
No?
Yep, all in there. All inside. Some mango. Careful with the mango because, like Dahlia said, mango is very slippery. Especially also when you're wearing the gloves. It is slippery. If you have a sharp knife, make sure that it is safe on the cutting board. When you put it down, you're cutting around the core. Especially when you cut one half, it is even more difficult. So, cut that down. Okay. So now, we just slice the mango, keep it simple.
Yeah, like in Thailand, you have like all year round the mango. You can also like very mango sticky rice, right?
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
One of the favorite desserts, right?
Yeah, everyone is raising hand.
I like it.
Mango sticky rice on the side and this salad on the other side. Perfecto.
In Thailand, actually, when you go to the street, how they cut this is they don't do it like we do, but they actually take the knife, it's peeled, right? Same with the papaya salad. So the old lady standing there doing it will go da 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 like this, right?
Oh, yeah, and they make
And then
it
after that, just into the bowl.
Yeah.
Then you have also stripes. Simple way, but effective.
Okay.
Mango salad, isn't it supposed to be sour, the mango, or sweet mango?
Okay, there is, for example, one of the classic dishes is a green mango salad.
Green mango salad.
Very classic
I see.
and very common. But like for us today, we have a little bit spiciness with it, also with the steak. So we're gonna mix it with the fresh mango with a little bit sweetness.
Oh,
That
okay.
supports that
So
spicy.
mix with,
But yes, green mango salad, green papaya salad, classics.
that's perfect.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And beautiful to make.
That's right.
Then
The cashew nut.
the cashew nut is coming.
My
Okay.
favorite part.
The cashew nut. Also,
And
one,
Cashew nuts
where are you going to slice this?
we're going to slice this here.
Here. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Roasted cashew nuts, always nice, gives you a little bit of crunch. Just take the side of the knife, put it on
Oh,
top,
smash it.
smash that a little bit. Put that in there. Then
What kind of dressing
You can-
have?
so in the dressing there is lime juice, brown sugar, there is chili, there is
Any
small
kind
chili.
of dressing, or it has to be something?
This is
no.
Dressing already inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's brown sugar, fish
Brown
sauce,
sugar.
garlic, and all this is all inside. Lime juice. It's sour,
lime
it's
juice, right?
sweet, it's yeah, that's
What's
lime
that?
juice.
Lime juice.
Lime juice.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can actually
Lime.
prepare it
In advance.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
put it in the bottle, and you use it anytime you like that.
If you buy just lemon or lime juice in the supermarket already in a Tetra Pak, it's different. It's just not as
Different than the
nice.
fresh one.
Flavors different. It makes definitely a difference if you make the effort of squeezing it by yourself.
I
It's
see.
really nice. For the herbs, one of the beautiful herbs in Thailand is actually sweet basil, Thai basil. Don't, well, it is not always available. It is actually a little bit hard to come by. If you do, and you have the opportunity to plant it in your garden or somewhere, do it. It is really, really nice. It has a very nice anise flavor, and it gives you a beautiful flavor to it. We do not have it available today, so we're going to have mint
Wow, nice
instead.
smell.
Gives a freshness, and then of course, for me, the one and only herb, coriander.
Yeah.
Coriander. I love
Itu
coriander.
daun ketumbar.
Yeah. This one is also very
Yeah.
well known in Vietnamese food. Yeah.
Coriander, ketumbar.
I think I should invite Marlene.
Hello.
Ibu Marlene.
Hi, you're there. Hi, Chef.
Hi.
Oh, look at that. It looks different before.
Yeah.
That's really, really something.
And-
Ibu and Chef, actually we have a question from
Yes.
our participants online. Whether will Chef put edit the shrimp?
In
Or
this
the dried
one,
shrimp?
yeah, I know. Normally there's dry shrimps or shrimp paste goes into some of the salads. Sometimes it is also with tamarind paste that goes into it. You can do it. There is nothing wrong with it. If you are liking the flavor, and yes, originally there are shrimp paste flavors in some of the Thai salads, put it inside. For me, I am not a big fan of shrimp paste. However, there are certain dishes where I don't mind it, and because we have now the fish sauce already inside, it has already, because it's in a raw flavor state, it has already a little bit this fishy taste. I didn't put it in there, but you can.
So it's a choice. Yeah.
It is a choice, of course.
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah.
So I hope that answers the question. So you can definitely choose if you want to, but if not, then you can.
Correct.
We
So-
have here. All right.
So thank you, Ibu Marlene. So what do you have
Thank
in
you.
here during the iftar, during the Ramadan?
During
Downstairs
Ramadan,
in
we
your-
will have the breakfasting packet for sure at the Sugar and Spice. We will have our guest chef, Chef Legan. He's actually the chef master chef. And work together with Chef Atilla and our own chef Studio as well. They will, we have the best of the cuisine of the Far East. So that's the theme actually for this coming iftar at Sugar and Spice. And since we have it in the restaurant and the capacity, quite limited, so I would suggest, please
Yes,
make
make a reservation.
in advance.
Okay.
Really, really appreciate it.
Okay.
And of course, with this, I think we're going to wrap very soon. But then, if you have any questions or comments, you can still send us direct message. You can DM us at Intercontinental Jakarta or Instagram of Sugar and Spice at sugarandspice_JKT or Ibu Dahlia's Instagram as well at Dahlia Sarjono with DJ.
With DJ, yeah.
DJ.
The old spelling.
The old spelling, okay. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. But thank you again, Chef Atilla and Ibu
Thank you.
Dahlia.
It's a nice experience, working
for
together
joining us.
in the same kitchen with Chef Atilla.
Yes, this is a very, very rare.
And I'm always here anyway.
We can always come back. So
Yeah,
and thank you
yeah.
also for the Ibu who's watching us at the studios, live at the studio show kitchen. Thank you.
And you're watching us also from anywhere.
From
Or
anywhere, from everywhere. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time this afternoon. We really appreciate it. So now we're watching Chef going to make the plating of the
Thai
beef
beef
mango
salad.
salad.
Yeah, Thai
Okay.
beef mango salad.
Nice.
Nice.
there any particular Ibu social etiquette expert? Any particular particular time, or when to decide? Does it have to be before main course, or can I just eat salad by itself, or what are your thoughts with that?
Yeah, because this salad is quite a filling one. I mean, it's quite a rich salad. Yeah, actually, you can have everything in here. You have everything. You have beef and also the vegetables. Yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you also actually. Yeah, so there's no really what is it, courtesy or
law
rule of the game of eating this salad. But yeah, if you have a small appetite, then you eat it before the meals. But if you want this as a main course, then by all means you can do it. Okay, so you can, yeah, it's like a regular or a main course, right?
Correct.
Yeah, regular salad or main course.
And then one more thing. One thing that makes a difference. For some of the salads, what is used is roasted rice powder. So everybody has just normal rice at home, right? So what you will do, you just take a pan, or you can do it even in the oven. In the pan, you need to keep the pan moving, and you roast your rice, golden brown.
But without oil, right?
Without oil, dry.
Dry.
But keep it moving, otherwise you will get black spots and all this. You want to keep it even. And the more you move it, it will take a little bit of time, but you will roast the rice nice and even. After that,
You sprinkle it on top of it.
you take this. Everybody has that.
Oh wow, the
Ulakan.
And then you make your powder.
the famous ulakan.
Right? And with this rice powder, you can just sprinkle that nicely on top. And then you have a nice flavor in it. It gives actually a little crispiness when you're eating it, a little crunch, and it's very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Chef.
so you have something on the aftertaste, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Nice.
Beautiful. Would you like to show it to our audience, chef, so they
Please.
know the finished dish, how it looks like?
Itu.
Coba Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Nice.
There. Okay, so that's how it looks like. But then you can also make it at home and
Exactly, and don't
try it.
don't overthink the presentation. Just do how you like it.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
put it just easy like we did now, or you can experiment a little bit and do it as you like.
Didn't we forget the tomatoes, or it's already inside?
Tomato already inside.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
thank you so much,
Thank you.
Ibu Mami,
Thank you
for
again,
having me here
Ibu
in the
Dahlia.
Intercontinental. And Chef Atilla,
Dahlia, thank you so much.
It was a nice experience, and I can't wait to have you again. And
Yes.
to be with you again
Yes.
cooking.
Please.
Yes, we look forward to welcoming you back. Ibu
Correct,
Dahlia,
of course.
anytime.
And talking about this social etiquette again.
Of course,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Thank you, and thank you again, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a
Thank
nice
you very much.
afternoon. Stay safe, and see you
In
next
Sugar and
time.
Spice.
In Sugar and Spice.
Sugar and Spice. Selamat sore.
Selamat sore semuanya. Stay safe, stay
Thank
healthy.
you.